This is bad news for the SEC and Elizabeth Warren and Gary Gensler, and great news for the cryptocurrency community. As Bitcoin breaks over $70,000 yesterday, the tides are switching rapidly in crypto. In today's video, I'm going to break down how Elizabeth Warren was pushing back on Senator Loomis. Senator Loomis came back and pushed back, and the bill passed. And now we're heading towards crypto regulation. This bull run is going to be historical. My name is Coach JV. What I work to do is make very complex macro and microeconomic strategies very simple so the normal everyday person can implement them. We've helped hundreds of people over the past year understand how I ensure my wealth. I pull from the top of the risk pyramid, high risk, high return. I bring it down and I ensure my principal. So I ensure my family, I ensure my wealth. If you're interested in understanding how to do that, click the description of the video down below. You can set up a free consultation. And also in my social media platform, click the link. You fill out a needs assessment and the proper team member will reach out to you. All right, so let's dive right into this. Let's take a look at the charts first, which is very, very exciting. If you take a look right now, as we stand, Bitcoin is at $70,000, almost 71,000. ETH is at 3,700, and BNB is at $612. So those are the three top coins as we sit. Very, very, very exciting news. So we're on the precipice of a Ripple versus SEC case getting wrapped up. Okay. We have another thing I'm going to show you where there's a couple things that happened yesterday. So the bill passed. Moving forward, we're going to show you that in just a moment. I'm going to show you Tony Edwards from Thinking Crypto, his video. And then ETH got pushed a little bit further around the ETH ETF, guys. Everything is rapidly changing now. So what this tells me is behind the scenes, they're ready for the landscape to change. So remember, first they resist it, then they sue it, then they regulate it, then they join it. We're heading into regulation and joining phase. So I'm not going to play these videos, but I suggest you go watch Elizabeth Warren. We should not be holding this vote, right? So she's super, super against cryptocurrency. She is trying to shut it down. Biden's trying to shut it down. They're trying to destroy innovation in America, and it's pushing all of this innovation outside of America, okay? Now, this is on Senator Loomis's, Cynthia Loomis's YouTube channel. You can watch Loomis. I highly recommend you go watch both these videos so you can really, they're both 7 minutes, so I don't want to spend 14 minutes of your time looking at this. But she comes back and just blasts Elizabeth Warren, very articulate, and really shares truly what the bill is. And it's not for you guys. It's not for consumers. It would literally destroy crypto in America. Okay. But we are going to watch Tony Edwards. He's absolutely amazing from Thinking Crypto. We love this dude. We're going to watch this video, short clip from him. So big win for crypto, a bad day for Gary Gensler and Elizabeth Warren as Senate votes to repeal SAB 121 following the House vote. Check this out.
Hey, everybody. Tony here. A big win for crypto today with the Senate repealing SAB 121, which is the bullshit rule from scumbag regulator Gary Gensler and the SEC that doesn't allow banks to custody crypto. Big time win, Democrats joining with Republicans once again. And what's very surprising is how quickly this was moved through to the Senate after passing through the House. Now it goes to Biden. There's threats of Biden vetoing this. We'll see what he does. But nevertheless, this is historic. Don't play this down because Biden's threat of vetoing. This is very big for crypto and shows that crypto is here to stay. We got more work to do. We got the FIT bill. My hope is that the momentum carries through to the FIT bill vote, and we'll see what Biden does. But big win, guys. Bad day for Gary Gensler and Elizabeth Warren.
Huge win, guys. We're moving forward. It went from rat poisoning, pet rock to now a legit asset class, guys. Okay, bipartisan bill for blockchain competitiveness passes U.S. House. The Deploying American Blockchain Act of 2023 gives the Commerce Department a role in advancing blockchain technology. It's basically shunning the SEC. So you see them going after the SEC over gross overreach. And now it's like, hey, listen, guys, this is not your job. This is not your job. It's really interesting. I mean, the landscape is changing so fast. And then this came out yesterday too, which I think had a lot to do with the pump in cryptocurrency. ETH ETFs filing processes sees abrupt progress through approval not guaranteed, though approval not guaranteed sources. Exchanges are being asked to update 19B for filings on accelerated basis by the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission. The U.S. Securities Exchange Commission asked aspiring Ether exchange traded fund exchanges to update 19B4 filings ahead of key deadline this week. The SEC had previously been expected to reject the Ether ETF filings, and while there's no guarantee of approval, the move suggests progress is being made. And so the markets responded favorably to that. And if you go to the financial services Twitter account, it says this week House and GOP will take action to protect consumers and foster innovation with 2 landmark digital asset bills, including the bipartisan. This is what Tony Edwards was talking about, the bipartisan Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century, FIT 21. That's what Tony Edwards was talking about. And then the CBDC Anti-Surveillance Act, where they're working so they can't surveillance everything like China. Man, short video, but very, very exciting. This is great, guys. This is great. So the next 7 months, I'm telling you, is super duper duper critical, man. If you are an investor in cryptocurrency or want to get exposure to cryptocurrency, first of all, be very, very careful. Understand this is very volatile, extremely volatile. It's I always talk about the risk pyramid. At the top of the risk pyramid, it's not even usually on the risk pyramid because it's such a new asset class, but on the top of a risk pyramid, it's one of the highest risk, high returns, right? You got to know what you're doing and you got to have a game plan. That's the key. So for me, I have been able to change my family's life from 2020 to 2024 because I buy when people are running and I sell when people are coming in, right? So when everybody's excited, I do the opposite. When everybody's excited, I'm selling my crypto. And when everybody's fearful, I'm buying it. So I buy the dips, right? I also hold 50% long-term. So I continue to get that growth, right? So if you saw where I showed Raoul Paul's strategy, where he said it was better for him to hold long-term. So I have a dual strategy, right? Because, I'm sure he was in a much, he's very, I think he's very wealthy. I don't know what his net worth is, but, I was in a much different position in 2020. I didn't have the type of net worth that he has or that type of wealth that he has. I'm making an assumption. I've never looked up his net worth. I assume he's worth quite a bit. But I've been able to kind of build my wealth over the past 4 years, and my wealth paradigm has changed quite a bit. So as I start to get more mature in my wealth and diversification in my other asset classes, I will start to do more 100% long-term holds in the next cycles, right? It just really depends on where each person is at. Are you completely broke and you have crypto like I did in 2020? And instead of just watching it go up and go down, I pulled and then I started to build some wealth, right? Or maybe you have a nice job and you have a nice 401k and you have all these things set up and you want to dabble in cryptocurrency. There's all kinds of different strategies. That's why I always tell people it's very important to understand what is your thesis and what do you want to get with this? What is your goal? But you should always have a long-term horizon. Always have a long-term horizon on everything. And you should always have an exit plan on everything except your relationship. So what I do is I pull from the left side of the risk pyramid, I pull down the risk pyramid, I insure my wealth, and I max fund my policies, okay, my insurance policies. How I exit is I use Merlin, 30 days for free. Down below, you can click the link. You can set up an exit plan. See all your exchanges in one place. It organizes everything for you. We don't hold your keys. We don't hold your combos. It's just an interface. That's it. But the key is you set up an exit plan so that when you are ready to, when you're in your busy day, maybe you're a hairdresser, you're doing hair, boom, ding. Hey, you're about 10% away from your exit target. Pay attention. And that way you can exit on the way up so you don't get caught at the top and slide back down like people did in 2022. And then from there, I'll be getting into real estate, some more precious metals, silver. I'm using Bitcoin as my gold. And somebody asked me, like a lot of people, like, you repeat the same thing every day? Absolutely. I always repeat only my paradigm, number one. Number two is I repeat the same things over and over and over and over again, because what we repeatedly do gets ingrained in our subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in our subconscious mind becomes unconscious activities. So I repeat something over and over again until it's ingrained in my subconscious, until it becomes unconscious. Then I learn a new skill or behavior, and I repeat that over and over and over again until it becomes an unconscious activity for me. Just like riding a bike, you practice over and over again. So that's my mastery, is I master discipline and consistency and repeating the same things to access that new level of frequency until it becomes my reality. And that's how I've done this. That's how I do it. I do it every day. I pick something, I work to master it. I spend hours understanding it, and then I spend more time activating on it. And then I repeat that until I can unconsciously do it. And that's what indoctrination is. That's what they did in our schooling system. That's why so many Americans are broke right now. That's why the middle class is getting moved down to the working poor, is because we only know what we know. And if you don't rewire the foundation, you're going to end up in the exact same situation. So appreciate you guys. I love you guys very much. And let's make it a great day. Warriors, rise. Get your shit together. Love you guys.